She took him by the arm again and guided him out of the kitchen. He was beaming, enjoying all the attention, the poor sap. "And while you're at it," said Nevada from the next room, still at this point appearing to be the sweet voice of reason, "perhaps you can tell us what the fuck this is." I left the coffee and hurried through. I wasn't going to miss this for the world. Nevada and Tinkler were standing there looking at a tall black object that dominated the room. It was taller than an upright piano, and deeper. A vast, grim-looking box of unvarnished wood painted a matte, obdurate black. Its top third consisted of a broad rectangular opening. It completely dominated the lounge, taking up most of the space between the dining table and the sofa, and blotting out a great swathe of light from our high, sunny south-facing windows. The object was almost as tall as I was. It was big, and it was ugly. "What is this thing?" said Nevada. "And what is it doing in my living room?" But if she'd expected contrition or remorse from Tinkler, she was out of luck. He stared at the black monolith and sank down on his knees before it, like one of the hairy humanoids in 2001, A Space Odyssey, a look of beatific satisfaction on his face. "It came," he murmured, almost prayerfully. "It's here." "Of course it bloody came," said Nevada. "Of course it's frigging here. The question is, why did it come? Why is it here, as opposed to being around at your place, taking up all the room there?" "It had to be delivered while I was away," said Tinkler. He had risen from his knees now, and was standing beside the huge black box, caressing the side of it as if it were the flank of some monstrous black horse. "And somebody had to be at home to accept it and sign for it, which was you guys. I told you to expect it." "Actually," said Nevada, "you told Agatha to tell us to expect it." It was an index of her anger that she was using Agatha's real name here. "And she, Julie, told us." Tinkler looked at us, all innocence. "So what's the problem?" "So, the problem is that she told us to expect a small package which was being sent here for you, which we were more than happy to do. A small package." Nevada's extravagant hand gesture in the direction of the black behemoth was entirely redundant. "I didn't say that to her." "No," said Nevada, shaking her head. "You didn't. You told her that we should expect a speaker for your hi-fi. A speaker!" Tinkler patted the crudely painted black wood with the pride of new ownership. "That's right. A speaker. And here it is." "But she thought that you meant what any normal person would have meant by a speaker, and she translated that into a small package, and that's what she told us to expect." Tinkler shrugged. "Well, that girl just doesn't know her exponential horn-loaded loudspeakers then, does she?" His nonchalance fooled no one. We all knew he was talking about the girl he loved, or at least lusted after, with a long-standing and no doubt hopeless passion. Turk came wandering into the room, having devoured her breakfast, and jumped up with an effortless leap onto the top of the black box, where she crouched, peering up at Tinkler. "Hello, Turk," he said, rubbing her under the chin. "Do you like my new speaker? I know you prefer the horn-loaded designs. All the girls do." Then he smiled brightly at us. "At least it gives the cats a new place to play." Nevada nodded in my direction. "I thought his speakers were ridiculously gigantic, but compared to yours, they are just dainty adornments." I gazed fondly at the quads in question. Just looking at them made me want to listen to music. "That's because the sorry fool prefers electrostatic technology to the noble horn," said Tinkler. Nevada headed for the kitchen to serve the coffee, which was beginning to smell good. As she went, she said, "Come away from there before I give you the noble horn." "Sounds attractive," said Tinkler, but he moved briskly away from the speaker and followed her out. I found my Louis Bonfa album on Verve with arrangements by Lalo Schifrin and put it on.